if we truly believe and know that my inside energetics, the subconscious state feeling vibration, is the cause of the outside circumstance that you are creating, you will do everything that it takes to protect your inside energetics. Welcome to Satori Mindset Podcast. My name is Yuki Yoshii, and this is your time, your moment to reflect on yourself, your life, and to integrate your journey to feel aligned, and to ultimately make the awakened version of you a default mode. So let's begin. So one of the things that I really make sure to communicate with people, with my clients, and also in the events that I do is this idea and the practice called embodiment. And I realized that I have never created any short form of videos that explain what embodiment is and why it's important. So using this video, I want to talk about what embodiment is and why it's a must. So the intellectual mind that we have wants to understand things. So I'm talking to you, you're listening to me, and you have an idea in the understanding of the language that I'm talking about, right? If I start speaking in Japanese, suddenly you probably won't understand unless you study Japanese. So embodiment is to begin doing things and living what you understood and what you know. Yeah. And for instance, let's say if you want to change your body, right? More flexibility, more strength, more musculature, different kind of definition for instance, right? You know that reading about it is not going to change, but you actually want to do the exercise or to create a resistance around the body to be able to create the change. Yeah. So for the mind and the awareness works exactly the same. But because what exists in the mind is the thoughts and also, the emotion stuff, which is intangible and invisible, we tend to try to just understand reading books or watching, listening to this kind of information to hope for a change, right? But then the information that you hear, you probably some of the stuff resonate with you and understand. But then that doesn't mean that now you're changing it until you begin practicing changing it. So let me give you an example. Everybody wants to eliminate negative thoughts, and most people know and understand the value and the effect of the negative thought. It's not a great value, it's not a great effect, right? You start feeling disempowered and it's not serving you from the health standpoint, from the energy standpoint, from the relationship standpoint. None of those negative thoughts gonna serve us because they are negative, right? And then you might read a book on positive thinking. You might listen to a podcast on the power of the thoughts. But then the next moment, you might be complaining about the traffic, thinking negatively. You might be focusing on the negative aspect of your life by default. Does that make sense? So learning about something and actually learn completely to be able to live what you know is different. And the latter is embodiment. Let's talk about the law of attraction and the manifestation process, right? Many people have heard of the law of attraction, right? Your body is in a certain vibration, and depending on what you think and what you see and what you feel, the vibratory resonance shift, and depending on that, you attract the circumstance, outcome, and environment that you desire. So let's say if you want to manifest something in the physical realm, you want to be able to see that first in the screen of your mind. And then you want to be able to feel how it feels to be living that first before you see that evidence in the physical realm. That's the process of manifestation, right? Now, many people know about it and then they are stuck not manifesting because they have not embodied that work, right? they have not embodied the process of manifestation by noticing your mind going to the lack, focusing on the lack, noticing the mind keep thinking the image of you based on the past, present circumstance and the result, right? So when we understand that the inside is the cause of the outside effect, we will give very little energy to the outside if the outside is not serving us. We have an ability to do that because human minds has this prefrontal cortex to become aware of our own awareness, right? We're not blend in with the circumstance, but we can disassociate from it to create our own environment inside of the mind. So if we truly believe and know that my inside energetics, the subconscious state feeling vibration, is 100% of the time the cause of the outside circumstance that you are creating, you will do everything that it takes to protect your inside energetics, right? And when you understand that the past present patterns kind of produce a similar default mode, you will do something about it. So embodiment is to be living what you know, going beyond that understanding layer and to actually become what you know. Yeah, that is embodiment. So, and then many people ask me, okay, how do you embody? My answer is always by stop asking how, because that is a wrong question to ask. You can never get the right answer if we keep asking the wrong question. Instead of asking, how do I embody? You ask, who do I need to become to embody? And you become it. Yeah, you become it. And also, when we ask, how do we do that? How do we become who do I want to become? Then that question implies that you are seeking something from the outside for you to become inside, right? That reflects the belief. But who you can become, the answer to that always lives in the inside. So what if you can begin assuming that I know how to become who to become and begin becoming it? Yeah, that's another layer of embodiment. So that's a quick explanation of what embodiment is. And what embodiment is not is to keep understanding what embodiment is. So we begin doing the thing to be able to execute, to become that, to be in that identity. So if you have any question, comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for listening to the podcast. A message I want you to take with you is this: you have a power to choose how you see yourself and the world at any given moment. So stay connected to that wisdom.